Hi guys, good morning. It's the 19th of February, around a week and a bit after my last video. Bitcoin hasn't really done much except more or less stay in the same position. I found a chart that is worth mentioning. I don't wish to make this a long video, but I just want to have a look at the Nvidia versus Bitcoin chart and point out some things. So this is the weekly, and if you take that like that, that is a descending wedge, which is bullish for Nvidia and not Bitcoin. So when you see the price go down, when you see the valuation go down, that means Bitcoin is doing well. So in fact, here it was January 2017 and December 2017 11th. At this point, this was the high of the first major bull market. And since then, it's just been trending up with a low in March 21. And in March 21, the price of Bitcoin March 21, the price of Bitcoin, was up here. It was in the highs of 59,000. So where was it? November 21. Around here. So this is the interesting one. So we had a high. If you took profit here and you took profit here, that would have been really good. And now it's completely flipped. So this here is November 2022, and November 2022, ChatGPT came out. So obviously there was some kind of insider information right before, and instead of Nvidia doing the same like Google, the same like Microsoft, the same like other Mag 7 companies and go back down, it went up. And not only up, it broke through this descending wedge from 2017. You had 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and then on the 4th touch it went up. On the support line you have 2013 December 2017, and March of 2021. So what is this telling us basically? It's telling us that Nvidia is a better hold from March, April 2021 until today, February 2026. But is this correlation going to continue favoring Nvidia, or is it going to turn? So this is what I'm trying to see. Now, if you go back to August of 2023, July of 2024, and now February of 2026, if you draw out a resistance line, you can see that Nvidia is more or less now at resistance, and it could break out to new highs, and if it does break out to new highs, then I would be expecting a huge move from Nvidia to the point, I would say potentially another 900%. So that would take it to around 0.02 valuation. So I'm just going to leave a horizontal line at 900%, around 0.02. Why am I leaving 900%? Because if I just take simple ray over there and a simple like ray over there. It's like Nvidia Bitcoin is just hovering inside this channel. So this is why a breakout at this point, a sustained breakout of Nvidia versus Bitcoin, I think would normally take it to the length of the entire channel. I mean, this is just technical analysis, so it's 818%. 818% puts it at around 0.297. So let's just leave that at 0.29 and focus on what I think is going to happen. Focus on what I think is the likely outcome. So this, I'm just going to remove it. Now, what's interesting about this chart is obviously Nvidia was going to do well against Bitcoin because AI is the new, let's say, toy that, you know, is changing everything. So fair enough, like, but when the valuation becomes a bit too much, still, I imagine, you know, there's going to be some form of balance to equilibrium. So if I look in the past, you know, and I say, okay, this was the descending wedge, but let's leave it for now. And let's see what happened here on the last top, where we didn't have AI. So we had one touch around January 2015, we had resistance in October 2015, and we had final resistance in December of 2016, and then we got this massive fall in valuation, which was essentially Bitcoin going from like 1,000 to 17,000, which took the Nvidia valuation down by 92%. So if this is similar to that move, you know, and now we're gonna have maybe a correction of sorts, then this would be bullish Bitcoin. And I mean, if the fractal plays out similar, you know, we'll see a good period where Bitcoin might increase versus Nvidia. So this is just my video for today. Let's see what's going on with MSDR. MSDR is still below this now resistance line. For me to get bullish on Bitcoin, I really want to see MSDR go up first. We explained why in previous videos. Having said that, Bitcoin is doing pretty well at the moment, in the sense it's holding up. It's holding up, but, you know, there is room to go down, so we'll see what's happening in Bitcoin. It's a bit difficult to say right now, and this is the chart I wanted. I was looking at this earlier, you know, if you do it 1 hour. So I was looking at this triangle, and we had 1 touch, 2 touch. We didn't get the 3rd touch here, which was probably confirmation that this was not gonna remain as a triangle, as an upward triangle, which is the best chart pattern. We didn't get the touch here, which is annoying. So, I mean, you can stretch this as long as you want. Takes us to about March. So, I mean, if we remain range bound between 71 and 66, you know, like we have a nice rally in February, March, into 71,000, then we can pull back to 67, and then, you know, we will see what's gonna happen. Then that's a good sign, I think. So we'll see, but I thought it was quite comforting that Nvidia is topping maybe against Bitcoin. And if we look at TD Sequential, it's also quite interesting. On TD Sequential, on the monthly, we're on an 8, so maybe one more month ranging in this area, and that would leave us with a potential TD Sequential 9, and that means the move upwards will exhaust, and now maybe we'll start seeing the Bitcoin valuation versus Nvidia increase. And on the weekly, we're on a 4. And on the 3 months, we're on a 2. Having said that, we also topped on a 2 and a 3 in the last one. This is quite a strong 3 months, so we'll see. We'll see. Cool, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys. Ciao, ciao.